Camilla and I, and Alan Ford has very gladly brought us along to a secret location in the New Forest, not to be divulged unless under the pain of death. So yeah, we're taking you with us, but we're not telling you where we are. Sorry. It's one of those. But yeah, we've already had some great encounter with a couple of stags, haven't we?
Lovely, yes.
So yeah, we've got some shots in the bag, and yeah, to be viewed.
Just waiting for the hinds to turn up now.
Yeah. No.
That's what it was, isn't it?
Yes, we had one turn up absolutely on cue. I thought Alan had paid it, and I suggested earlier that it was a film prop, because it actually turned up to cue and actually walked into camera shot, didn't it?
You did, yes, yeah.
So there's a few static shots there. But I suppose the starring role so far was the rutting, well, the pre-rutting you'd call it, sort of
play fighting.
You'd say play fighting, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. They get much more violent, and
as the time goes on.
Yeah, there's something to fight over. There's some hinds to fight over.
Yeah.
But no, what an incredible spot. So I always see most of the New Forest, I always see it as total heathland, and the odd tree here and there. That's the sort of classic that I tend to photograph.
Yes.
But no, you forget about these densely wooded areas, and indeed at one point it was all like this, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was completely covered over back before they started building ships. Well, about 16th century, I suppose. And yeah.
A lot of the trees were planted for the shipbuilding.
Ah, right. So, yeah, and there's a few left.
Yes, yes.
Although there's vast areas of the New Forest which are open to heathland.
They used to pollard a few oaks in the forest, and I think that stopped about 1700 because they wanted the straight planks for the oak building.
No, well, I'm glad you waited for us this morning, Alan. Sorry about my complete disaster with timings.
Oh, well, that's okay.
I thought the clocks had gone back. I've really got no explanation for the fact I was about 50 minutes late this morning. Absolutely appalling. But we have made up for it since, haven't we?
We certainly have, yeah.
So no, we caught up for lost time. Yeah. And indeed the light was probably, I should imagine we would have been here 45 minutes earlier.
That's
and
right.
We would have had
there would have been no light.
And there would have been no light.
No.
And we would have waited for the same scene.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not much roaring going on. I was promised a bit of roaring, but
no, there's been a little bit, but
no.
I think it's probably a little bit too early, really, for the majority of it.
Week too early. Okay, we're back next week. No, I should take some more general footage, but yeah, excellent. Well, here we are, hunkered down again on Camilla and I, and we've just taken up a photo position at the side of a clearing, and there's not quite so much dense heather and gorse, so hopefully if we do get a red stag in the clear, we'll get a good clean shot. Certainly seen a couple around. I've got a couple of photos, linked to a couple of photos already, but yeah, it's the wait and see approach now, see what turns up. So I've seen them in the area, it's just a question of whether they return and whether you keep still enough. Well, these horses have turned up exactly where we'd like the red stag to appear. Well, next time lucky. Hi guys, yeah, just stopped for a minute and thought I'd better discuss a bit of bushcraft. This group of deer in the New Forest are wild. It's not Bushy Park, it's not Richmond Park, and you can't just pounce on a herd of deer because you will scare them off, and it's unfair to keep moving them on. You will worry them to death. So it's a job, I'm afraid, for a long lens and a lot of patience. So you do have to wait in one static spot for a period of time. Don't just go diving in there with your 200mm lens. Most important, don't worry a deer. There are notices up all over the place. Yeah, so we have multiple settings on the Camilla today, and really it can vary. Depth of field requirements, the speed of the subject, you know, if they're rutting or something, at least 1,000th of a second, could be 2,000th of a second, but yep, wide open usually on this f6.3, but there again could be f9, f11 if you had a whole herd of deer. You'd have to get the depth of field. Haven't encountered a herd of deer yet, just a few odd hinds, but nothing major on the hind front. But we have got a couple of deer, so marvellous. Yeah, what a spot! Just brilliant being here in the New Forest. It's marvellous, wonderful. Well, don't forget, as usual guys, if you get anything out of these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that bell notification for the latest video. Alan Forder has agreed to do a couple more videos with me, very kindly, and we'll be doing some more from the reflection hide, I believe, in his back garden, secret location. And also we're threatening to do one on woodcock. He's got a good technique for getting woodcock shots, so that should be something special. And what else were we doing? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, the other thing Alan Ford has promised to show us as well is his badger setup. So it'll be very interesting to see if we can get some badgers on film. That would be absolutely marvellous. So a big thank you to Alan for helping to well, get Camilla and I anywhere near the red deer, because there's quite an art to it. And as usual, Camilla and I, we're here for the photography, not necessarily for the fieldcraft, but we are well aware of the fieldcraft and we are responsible and everything else. Hopefully we'll see you again soon on Camilla and I, because we get much more stealthy shots with Alan as opposed to Bushy Park, Richmond. We could go there, but there's usually a lot of others as well. So we'll stick with this one. Thanks, Alan.